What's up guys, Mega Man here, and this is just a quick review of Ghost of Tsushima, and this review does have some spoilers. Starting with the story, gonna do a quick overview of that. So the main character, Jin, you start to see in the beginning, really struggles with becoming a ghost, but also having his samurai ways that were taught by his uncle. When he meets Yuna, the person that actually rescues you in the beginning from the battlefield, she's more of a sneaky stealth type of person. So one of the missions that you had to go on, you had to do a stealth attack, and he has like a flashback of his uncle talking to him about the samurai way. You continue through the game, you rescue your uncle, he's heard of what Jin's been doing outside, and he says that he'll get him back to the samurai way. But at this point, Jin is basically kind of in between or just leaning towards he's going to do what he's going to do to protect the people. Going into battle again, his uncle actually sees 2 times of what his nephew Jin has been up to while he was locked up. The first time they got into a big argument over it.
I gave them hope. You did nothing. No. We're finished.
The second time he actually got locked up, but then escaped. It's like an old versus new way of doing things. His uncle has his own set things that he wants to do and follow, but Jin also seen a different side of things and wants to add to it. Then that's when things start to turn because Jin has the samurais against him and also the main enemies that you have to fight throughout the game. He tells his uncle where they'll be at when the final fight is going to take place. They get there, he defeats the final enemy, and then the game starts to end where Jin actually has to go and fight against his uncle. For the ending, there is a good and a bad ending. Just like how on Infamous, Sucker Punch made a good and a bad gameplay, you can have 2 different options for the ending. Of course, that wasn't everything about the story. There are other characters that you can get a little bit to know about their story as you play throughout the game. Just want to give quick thoughts about it. The combat and gameplay for Ghost of Tsushima is well paced. I thought it was going to be like a little bit more struggle, like slower paced game of movement when you're fighting, but it was a little bit medium. It wasn't like too fast paced or too slow. When in combat in this game, you will have to get used to parrying. That is something that is used throughout this game. I think this is the first games I ever played where parrying is more emphasized than being used, and it was pretty interesting. There are 5 stances in this game that you can use against certain enemies. I thought that was pretty cool they add that in there. Like one of them it just makes you like real powerful. The other one you can use against like swords, bigger enemies, spears, or shields. The stances change how you have to play in the middle of a fight because you might have a spear and a shield person or a bigger enemy and a shield person, and you have to change between different stances to be able to fight against them. Other additions to the gameplay and combat, it's just so much that you can do. You can have like a bow and arrow, you can have wind chimes to throw to distract enemies, you can play like a samurai or stealth. Now some missions will require that you have to play stealth, but just having the option to be able to play as 2 of those different styles. And speaking of combat, here's a few not so good things about the game. The camera is a little bit wild at times when you're in the middle of a fight because there isn't a lock-on feature to focus on a certain enemy. There isn't a mini-map, so you have to use the wind to show you where to go, or you have to keep pressing the option button to make sure that you're going in a direction. Now those things that were mentioned are something that people probably will get used to as they play throughout the game, and then too, everyone has a different play style. Once again, there's so much in this game. Charms are something that are added to your character where you can take less damage or add more HP, just certain things you can add or customize how you want your playstyle to be. The skill tree, you have to use tech points to unlock stuff or upgrade the samurai playstyle, the ghost playstyle, or the stances. It's so much that you can upgrade and just go through of how or what you would want to use first, and then you can use tech points for exploration and use the wind to be able to find different stuff. Of course, some skills will go in order when you have to be able to unlock it, but say like if you want to unlock a certain stance all the way through instead of just the other ones, or if you want to upgrade the samurai playstyle more than the ghost one. Some armors in this game look pretty cool. There are quite a few to be able to choose from, and when you upgrade your armor, the look does start to change here and there, so you can customize your armor, but also armor does have certain stats on it that you'll have to use throughout the game in certain situations. Being able to move around in this game is simple and pretty straightforward. You use your horse to get around different locations that you haven't been to before, or be able to climb up certain areas that your horse can't reach. Fast travel is unlocked right away, and you can literally fast travel anywhere if you unlock it and if that spot has it. Traveling through this game, sometimes you may have to stop and just look around because the environments in this game look good. I've seen quite a few people give compliments to the environments and the areas in this game. You can see the work that they put in to have this game look good. Whether it's just like the leaves or the different color of the flowers, the game just like certain environments just look so good. And even the last area is a snowy area. When players travel through the game to different areas with their own distinct look, with the weather changing, the time setting from morning to night, They really did create an experience as you travel throughout this game, highlighting all of the different areas. Overall, the game was fun and pretty interesting, from the story to the gameplay, the customization and the environments, all the missions and side quests and collectibles. There's a lot of stuff in this game that will keep players busy. If you enjoy samurai games or are interested in any type of samurai game, then this may be one of the ones you want to pick up. If you played the game, comment below your thoughts and opinions about the game. Thank you guys for watching this video. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.